Hey YouTube, what's up? Hang on a second. Hi you guys. Hi guys. Hi Optimus Prime, you're first. Got on there first. As soon as everyone gets on, I have some things that I want to talk about with you guys. Okay, I've took it off of Wi-Fi, so we're just on 4G. I think 4G works better out here. Hang on one second. Let me clean my glasses so I could say hi to everyone who pops on here. Hold on. Let me see. Sorry, I'm putting on the Ghost Radio now so they won't turn it off again. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Avalon. And hi, Optimus Prime. And yay, happy Wednesday. Yay, happy Wednesday. I'm so excited about this Wednesday. I only have a few spells to do this week, which is okay. So you guys, you know how I told you that I would go ahead and video my area back there. Well, I won't be doing that. I'm not allowed to. It's going to be a sacred space, and Ekate says no. No, it is to be kept secret. But she does want me to do a thing where I'm going to be going, well, at first and foremost, I'm gonna talk to Mark and make sure it's okay with him out of respect, you know, for him. I'm gonna talk to him first and make sure that he doesn't have a problem with it. And then I'm going to be doing a short little video just to kind of give you guys a foundation of primal, because after last night, she was just like, we have a lot of work to do, and because it's such an ancient belief, if you will, we'll call it a belief. It's so ancient, so beginning of time stuff, that through the centuries, it's been washed down. It's been changed to this, changed to that, you know, switched around to fit into this religion, into that religion, and so on. And so I can't really be offended or upset with people who don't understand the foundation. And so she wants me to do this and just read like the introduction to you guys. And that way you guys will have the foundation. You'll have that part. But first, before I commit to doing that, I want to talk with Mark and make sure that he doesn't have a problem with it. And then we'll go from there. Because I think it's really important that everyone, because there's not a lot of information on it out there. And so I can't really expect you guys to, like, you know, to know. I mean, how are you going to know? Nobody teaches it. It's not out there anywhere. And so sometimes I do. Sometimes they're not dreams. It's just you in another realm. Sometimes it's spirits giving you dreams if you cross them over and they're showing you what happened. It is exciting. But I know, like, the books are limited, and So there's not, you know, if you're really drawn to it and you feel like you're supposed to be on this path, then I would say get on primalcraft.com and buy up all of Mark's books, as many of them as you can get your hands on that aren't already sold out, and get them and have them. High Spiritual Dreams, do that, and then you can educate yourself, because I'm not going to do like a whole book or anything like that, but I am going to ask permission from Mark to just do the introduction, just to give you guys kind of a foundation of where I'm coming from, so that you can understand more, a little bit about it. Because like I said, it's not common knowledge. And so we need to change that. And also, I was thinking that we should do a couple of these. I think this is the court one. Yeah, this is a court one. And sweetheart, it looks absolutely perfect. Absolutely really good. Well, it's definitely Harvest. It's definitely saying that you have some interventions going on, that they are intervening for you. There is going to be some resistance, but you have some they're working on it for you. And this is for the court case one, for the custody. But it looks good. See? Burn all the way down. Good clean burn. Hi. And nothing bad happened to the pictures. Everything looks good. All your herbs are there. Yeah, it looks perfect. It did really well. That one looks good. And then this one. Did I miss one? I've been having vivid dreams like crazy this week. I bet you have. So, coffee. Oh, I had a dream and I was working with the great Morgan, and my dream, I believe it was a black candle in a candle holder, and whoops, and it fell over onto my table, and it was clear as day. Someone said it, Kate. Well, I think that maybe she might be reaching out to you, you think? Okay, so this one here is the divorce one for my girl who's on here now. The divorce booster. It is much better than the last time. It's actually pretty perfect. Let's see. So, oh. Well, on her picture, and if you could see, there's some burn mark. There's some burning on her picture. And his is fine. He doesn't have any burning on his. So he's good to go. She's going to try to resist it a little tiny bit, but well, she's pretty much over it. And it looks really good. It's It's good. It is a little smoky up towards the top, probably about, I'm going to say halfway down to about right here, and then it goes really clear. But it is not moving, so it's divine intervention. So the spirits, the gods are working on it. So you're good to go. That one's good. Woo! 2 out of 3. I'll put this, pop it over here. We'll get it back in Billy L's altar. All right. Let's see what this one's doing. Oh, and this one here is for SM. Look how cute. So cute. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. This one looks pretty good too. Yes. I like it. Okay, so this is a comeback love. And it looks good. Same thing. They're working on it. And halfway down, a little smoky until about right here, and then it clears right up. So when you see that, pictures look good. Nothing's burned. Yeah, your picture looks good. The herbs are good. Everything looks really good. I think you're gonna have to just give it a little bit of time. But it looks really good. I don't see any problems. No problems. It's a first. Lately, there's just been so many problems. I have a couple I got to do tonight. I got to redo from last week or the week before that. I was trying to kind of wait a little bit on that because, yeah, good news for everyone. Yay! Excuse me. Let me put my glasses on so I could see. I just thought you are really great at what you do, and I thought you could help me. I've only been on my path for 3 years now and want to learn so much. Well, to me, that's saying that that maybe you're supposed to be working with Akate. I just had a few important questions. Okay, Optimus Prime. I'm considering what we talked about over email. Oh, cool. Hi, WM. Hi, Carrie. I'm waiting for these important questions. Blue, would you recommend a Bitch Be Gone for me or just stick to a booster? I would just give it a few, because we just did the booster. That's what I was looking at. Haha. And I think that it looks good. I don't see any reason. I figured we would do that over email, laughing out loud, but I can do it now. No. Email's good. I'm working with another person who is working with demons. Will it interfere or make them mad? Yes. I won't do that. I won't. If you already have someone else casting for you, I will not touch you with 10-foot pole. You have to wait a full moon cycle and make sure when they're done casting, then a full moon cycle after that, because I won't join my energy with other people, because Akate doesn't allow that. She doesn't like it. She doesn't want people piggybacking off of my energy and then trying to, well, what happens is, okay, so in the past, when I've done things like that, the other witches love my energy, and so then they try to connect to my energy and they try to use it. And then Akate will go and shut them down, and like they will have no more abilities. She takes them all. And so I don't think that's fair to other witches. And so if you have someone else casting for you, then you stay with that person, because I won't work for you. I won't cast for you. And if you have a problem with them or how it's working or whatever, then you need to take that to them, not to me. Have you worked with the Trickle spirits before? Probably, I don't know. Who are you talking about? Yes, those glasses are super cute on you. Oh, thanks, you guys. I will look into it. I guess I'm just afraid to work with Akate. I don't know why I am, but maybe I can start. I am not sure how to word it. Do you do spells for people who need them? Yes, I do. Assurance on their path and answers on what they should do. Well, is what I would recommend if you want to step in to the primal current is first, I would meditate with her, meditate on her, and ask her to give you signs and to show you and tell you, if you're supposed to be, if you're primal, if she wants you even to do that, if you're one of her children. Because if you're not and you try to, then she'll just, no. She don't fucking care. She's not mean or hard or whatever, but she's not going to play around with you. Second question, how long do they normally take to start working? It depends. Like I've said a million times, everybody reacts differently to the energy. Some people will start working while they're on my table. Some people, it's working. It's moving things around in their lives. Things are shifting, but you won't see it and get the results, for like a month or 2 months or 3 months, or it depends on how much stuff has to be moved around to get them to that place. I keep seeing photos of Akate everywhere. She is everywhere. Do they have a high success rate? Yes, they do. Do you think she would be okay with me working with the goddess? No. No. I don't think so. As far as I know of her, with my relationship with her, she's the one and only. She's the most high. She doesn't take a backseat to anyone or any god or any spirit or anything. She's number one. And if she's not going to be number one, then you're not ready. You have to be willing to put to lay your life down, basically, and be okay with that. It's not a watered down, oh, I'll work with this one and that one, and no, not with her. And I'm not trying to judge you. I'm just saying total commitment. Yeah. I'm working with the jealous spirit. It wants to be higher than a kate. No. No, then do the lesser banishing ritual and get rid of it. And call Ekate to come and take it out. Nobody comes before her. No one, no being, no spirit, no God, no nothing comes before Ekate. She comes first. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, you just, that's the one thing she'll shut the shit down. Like, you might go into it thinking that, and then she'll be like, no, and she'll just start shutting shit down. She will change you. Be ready for change. Everything's going to change in your life. She will shake you up, rearrange your life to the way it's supposed to be, get rid of all the shit that you don't need, and put you on the path where she wants you, where you're supposed to be. But yeah, you'll get there. Everybody, I think, people come into the current with these expectations, and everybody thinks that they're gonna, do this and that, and now they can say that they work with Ekate and blah blah blah, but it's not like that with her. She will not have it. She will, I don't want to say she'll destroy you. She won't destroy you, but she'll change your life. Like, she'll move everything around, and you might think you have things set up just fine. Well, she'll come in and change that. She'll pull shit out of you that you're, traumatic things that have happened to you that are blocks and that are keeping you from going forward. Stuff like that. She'll pull that out of you. And then, it's not always roses. No, you got to go through a lot of stuff. Do you smell the pretty candles? Let me see. Oh, he wasn't at 100% yet. But yeah, so I'm going to be contacting Mark and asking and making sure it's okay with him that I do the introductions, so that you guys can at least get a foundation, that you can get like the baseline of basically like where it's coming from. I do feel like I've put up this blockage with my mom and dad, but yeah, I can't seem to get to my full potential because of that. Yeah, everybody has stuff. Everybody does. We're humans, Everybody's got crap that they have to go through, shit that happened to them. They were bullied at school, raped, molested, whatever. Been on drugs. Who knows? Everybody has stuff, and that has to come out. And you have to be willing to just let that shit go and get on with your life. And she'll rip it right out of you. She'll take all of that stuff out and dump it in front of you, and then you can either pick it up or get rid of it and keep walking. You know, are poppets stronger than love spells? Well, they're different. A poppet is I'm binding that person to the poppet. A love spell is I'm binding that person, those two people together, and commanding that they be together and that they love each other and da 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 da. And putting obsessive compulsive thoughts in that other person's head or whatever. And a poppet is I'm putting him in that poppet or her in the poppet, and then I can do whatever spell I want on them, and I have like a direct line to them. And so like later, you know, if you want something from them, or if I want to curse them, if I want them to lose their job, or I want them to, you know, get a divorce, or if I want them to get sick, or just whatever, then I can. Ekate's given me a side note. You are so cute. Thanks for the $1, Black Sands. I'm just going to keep calling you Black Blood, so you might as well change your name back to Black Blood. I like it. Thanks for the other $1 too, sweetheart. You're so cute. So basically, we do a poppet, use a breakup, and then return me to her. Yeah, well, I would command that some people, okay, so here's what happens. Some people don't want to be bound to that person, but they want that person to come back, and they want that person to love them and only them. But they don't want to be tied to that person, but they want that person to, you know, to want them and to just only love them and to, you know, give up their whole life and da 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 for them, but they don't want to have to do anything. Broad, which is fine. I wouldn't either. But and so when you do a poppet, they're bound to that poppet. And so then I do a spell, and I tell the poppet what it's going to do, and I have to do like this whole ritual thing to do that. And then I scratch them. And then at the end of the thing, I scratch them, and then they have to do what I say. And it's just like this whole ceremony thing. It's this whole thing that Hecate gave me during meditation one time. But she's pretty funny how she showed me. But anyway, so I do that, and then I can like control them and make them do what I want. And so like if they're bad people and they're abusive, you have to stay married to him or her, but you want to control them. You don't want to be bound to that person. Like you don't want your soul bound to them. And so you put them in a poppet, and then I take their little hands and I talk to them for X amount of time and scratch them. And then I get string and bind their hands. And I tell them that they will never, you know, use their hands to hurt this person or to do that, or if they're like running away from something, or you know they're, you know, then I bind their feet, or they're coming after you, or you know they're office bullies. Say at work you're being harassed by somebody and you can't make a thing about it, or you'll lose your job, or they're trying to make you lose your job or whatever. Then I put their feet together, and I tie their feet together, and I tell them, you know, that they can't, that those words are, I pin their mouths shut or whatever. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. I have this line going across my face. There we go. And afterwards, do they hold on? I hold on to the poppet forever. It stays in Belial's altar, at Belial's altar. They're his. He keeps them. And then if things get bad with the person, or I have to, like, there's like all kinds of stuff I could do. So does that spirit box answer questions? Sometimes, yeah. Yep, they do sometimes. Yep. But I can't tell you that. I can't, I don't know about that, but regardless of whoever you're using, or if it's not me, I don't know about that. So you have to talk to whoever you have doing your spell work. I can't speak for them. Have you gotten any creepy messages through it? Sorry if I'm important. Yeah, a couple of times. Sometimes they'll tell me, like, sometimes a pervert will get on there and say inappropriate things. But not really anymore. Cool. Usually they'll call me a witch, or they'll tell me there's demons here, or sometimes they'll get on and they'll say the royal queen is here. And usually they say nice things to me now. They don't usually. Sometimes they don't, though. Sometimes when I do divination work and I make people's ancestors come, they won't be happy and they'll talk shit to me, and I'll just tell them to shut, up, or they're going to be in trouble, and they do. But yeah, not so much anymore. It was sweet. Last night, I was over there. I was doing some notes out of my book, and one came on and told me. He said that I had angel. He told me I have angel. He said, you have angel eyes. Yeah, they call me a sinner. They tell me I'm unholy. Blessings, Blue. How's your night going? Good so far. Hi, how are you? Yeah, they like to tell me I'm unholy, and I say thank you. That's good. I'm glad you're doing well. But yeah, they're funny. Or they'll tell me that I'm the princess, or they'll, they usually say nice things. They don't usually say bad things. But sometimes I'll get like one from next door that will come over, and then I'll say, well, what are you doing here? Get out of my temple, Cigarette. Oh, cigarette. Do you want a cigarette? I don't have any. I have some tobacco, I think. Do you want some tobacco? I think I have some cherry tobacco that I burned for Billy-Al. It's called like cherry wood tobacco or something like that. Is it over there? Do you want me to burn some tobacco for you? When they say that to me, I reply, well, I am certainly trying. Yeah, they just, you just get randoms sometimes. If you are working with someone, are you able to see if someone previously was working with that person? And can Ekate tell you that info? Yes. I'll always know, like, I've had a few clients who've tried that with me who have said, okay, I'm not working with anyone, just you, and da da da, will you do this for me? And then I do it, and then I look at their candle and I'm like, you lied. And you lied to me, and you do have someone else doing this casting along with me. I could tell. And then they're like, oh, well, it was a long time ago. How long ago? Last week. Like, no. You know the rules. The rules are a full moon cycle has to go by. But yeah, I'll know because on the candle the wick will split into two. And then I'll know. And then I'll be like, I'm more curious if that's something that can be seen. Yes, it can. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll probably just tell me not to do it. She'll just be like, send the shit back. Send it back their money. We're not doing it. She doesn't like it. She gets she gets very angry when people try to piggyback on my energy. She does not like it. Here's one. Big bottles on the top shelf. Okay, what? I am curious, what are in the big bottles on the top shelf where the witch is standing on the bottle rack? Those are just oils that I use. They're oils. See, this one right here I'll be using tonight. Yeah. This one I'll be using tonight. This is my money oil. Let's see all the green at the bottom. I need to shake it up. But yeah, it's just money oil. It has gold flakes in it. It has silver flakes in it. They're like at the bottom. It has magnets in it. It has some herbs in it. Mostly it has essential oils in this one. I try to not have too much herbs in these ones because I have an herbal one up there that's a money oil too. But I wanted to, I strained the herbs out of this one because the herbs will clog up my thing, and then it's a pain in the ass. And so when I made these oils, I strained the herbs out. But there is like some gold flakes in there, and it's real gold too, by the way. It's not, I got the real gold, the gold shavings that you can get in the little bottles, I got those and put them in here. So it's pretty awesome. I don't know if you could see the gold flakes in there or not. Are you my grandfather? See, my grandfather is one of my guides. Help large rack factor. Remarkable grandfather. But he does not like that. He does not like that I'm a witch. And he doesn't like me to be upset with other members of my family. And he went away for a while because he was mad at me, but he's back. But I just tell him he's not to come out here because he gets all pissy. I'm like, too bad. I was like, well, where were you when they were doing that shit to me? Oh, nowhere to be found. So, family drama with spirits. Isn't that funny? I love your vibes. Thanks. Love oils. I love oils. But yeah, these ones have a lot of the essential oils in them, and they're badass. I like them. But yeah, isn't that a cool oil rack? It's really pretty, huh? Them high vibrations. Do you sell them? No, I do not. Mm-mm. No, I use them, and I'm horrible about mailing things. Sorry, you guys. Gray is trying to call me. Sorry. Do apologize. But no, I do not sell my oils. They are only for me. Only for me. So there's tons of recipes, on YouTube that you could get on YouTube and, do whatever. I just put in my new order of herbs yesterday, actually. It is, I love that you have them only for you. Yeah, no. This is my magic. If you want my magic, then you have to hire me to cast for you. But yeah, she won't let me. She won't let me sell my magic. Please. Are you in pain? You can't be in pain. You're a spirit. Ooh, that one's very small. This one's protection. And it has a ball in it. Oh, this one's really pretty. Look at how pretty it is. I don't know if you can see it. It's supposed to be blue by now, but it's not blue yet. But it has indigo in it. Indigo is really good for protection. So it has indigo in it. I just threw a whole indigo ball in there. It's called an anal ball, but they're those little blue indigo balls. They're really hard to get. The black and gold stuck with me for the reason I was doing it before I knew. Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, so this one's protection. Am I what? Let me see. What did he say? Oh. He said, Mama Glory, are you? Blank. Am I blank? No, I'm not blank. Essence. It's cute. Grace, stop. The black and gold. Oh, wait. See, I was just curious. That's okay. I sent you a picture. I saw it. It's really cute. I like it. Your root chakra is really open. Holy moly. that red, that primal red. Your root chakra just psh. But that thing above you, that's your higher self. But there's like a face coming through it, through your crown chakra. Did you see that? See, that's why I think that that is like, you know, their way through. Let me show you. So I took mine yesterday, and there's like these little swirly things like this. And black blood. Do you remember what book is it in where it talks about the little fish that we see in our eyes? They're like, I can't remember what that is. That in the Red King? I think it's in the Red King. But I think that's what those little golden swirly things are. I think it's those little fishes. Yes. I need to look that up and read about it, because they have been really a lot. Like, I can see them a lot. And then they showed up in the picture, and so I was just like, well, I think that's what that is. I'm not sure. I'm not positive, but I don't know what else it could be. Those little swirly things. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Hold on. They're like, don't show them your little swirlies. I'm not showing my sigil. I'm just showing the little swirlies, okay? I promise. Okay, I'm going to zoom in really big. Those are just tiny, but you see it? I don't know if you can see it. There you go. So I have a few of those are floating around me. There's this one. There's a couple of them here and there, but I think that that's what that is, but I could be wrong. It's really cool. It's awesome. But black blood, this dude, that's Lucifer, yes? Can I show your picture? Black blood? But just, I'm going to zoom in on the face, on the blue skull dude. Because I think that's Lucifer. Can I show it? Yes. Okay. Okay, so right here is like a skull dude. I don't know if he shows up very well. I don't think he shows up very good. Didn't understand. Well, I'm sorry that you didn't understand. Oh, and you know what? You also have a person standing right here. It looks like maybe a person with a cloak or something. It's definitely a cloak. And then there's another person behind that. Right here's the person. Oop, hang on. Right here's the person with the cloak. Underneath the blue thing that goes like this, you have a blue line. Right underneath that is the person with the cloak, and then right behind him, you could see the other being. I don't know if you guys could see it or not. Right there, that's the cloak dude, and then there's another dude right there. Can you see it? It's super badass. Yeah, the red is a projection of her root chakra, which is really cool. College. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in here. But yeah, if you guys ever take your picture in the mirror, that's what this is. The mirror picture will it'll catch a projection of your energy if you keep your flash on. and you hold your phone like this, keep your flash on, and tilt down just a tad, and then take the picture. But you do it this way, of course, and then you tilt it down just a tad, and then take the picture. Have it like this angle. Hold it down a little bit, and then take the picture with your flash on in the mirror. Make sure your lens is clean and your mirror's clean. And then you can get a projection picture of your energies. And that's what everybody does. Ekate started that with me a few years ago. She was like, I wanted to show you how far you've come. Go take a picture in the mirror. And I was like, okay. And she's all, lights off. And I said, okay. So I turned off all the lights, and I was like, what is going on? And she's like, turn your flash on and take a picture. And so I was like, oh my gosh. That was my birthday present, probably about 4 years ago. She showed me that for my birthday. And then I think you have another dude up here in the corner. In this red right here is another dude, like another being. You have a lot. I don't get to share mine as much anymore as I used to. I used to always share mine, but now mine usually will show. I can only share the ones that don't show my sigil. My sigils that I was given, she gave me sigils a couple months ago, and I have 3 of them, and they're all like this. And so they're secret. I'm not allowed to let anyone see them. Oh, Kelly, I just got your message. Oh, you think that's what that is? The little swirly thing? See in the middle, there's the little swirly things. I don't know if you can see it. Let me try. There you go. The little swirly things. I wonder if that's what that is. The seal upon the throne of the Lord of the Dark Star. Oh. The swirlies. That is so cool. Isn't that cute? Well, I've been doing a lot of things with Lucifer lately, which really is exciting to me. He's been showing up a lot in my energies and stuff, and it's so... It's just so amazing and beautiful, and I love him so much. I think I could show you this one. Let me see. I took this one the other day. Oh, this one's from last night. All right, I could show you this one from last night. I'll try to zoom in just a little on the energy so you can see it. You can't see my sigils or anything, so it should be okay. But this is mine from last night. Yeah. They're so fun. It's just fucking amazing. But anyways, yeah, so fun. I'm not showing that. But anyways, I have to be careful because she said I'm not allowed to show you guys the ones that have my sigils that she gave me. It's on the Red King. Of course it is. Everything's been coming up Red King lately. I've been doing so much with Lucifer lately that it is wicked awesome. So many things. I'm just she's like catapulting me and giving me so many gifts, and I'm like, okay, I got to do something with this gift. Now I got to do something with this gift. And I haven't prepared to use this gift yet. And And it's like I have all these gifts and I want to use them all. And so I'm trying to prepare them here so that I can access them there, if that makes sense. Love them. Oh. I love them too. Yes. Are we putting money in the bank today? I like that too. But yes, so tomorrow, hands. Tomorrow I'm off to bed. Good night. Sweet dreams. Oh, Stephen. Do we have a Stephen on here? Stephen, we have a message for you. What is your message for Stephen? I have an enemy named Stephen. Trust. Trusts, as in at the bank, like a trust fund kind of thing. I have a guy named Stephen who threatened me. Don't. He said he was going to cast a spell on me. I said, cool. Do it. I'll take all of your abilities and keep them. Go ahead, forward it over. He's dead. I get all my enemies' powers, so I like it. Bring it. Tonight I did some candle work, and oh, hi Tiffany. And there was a fly that came out of nowhere and hung out. Why the flames? Do you know what this means? Well, the gods can use insects to watch you. So I would say that they're watching you, just like they can use the ravens. They use the birds to watch you, but they can also use insects and bugs. And so if there was a fly watching you, then I would say that they're watching you to see what you're doing. Because you have to remember, you guys, that these ancient beings, that these ancient gods are watchers. And they see everything that you do. And they also know your feelings. They know your thoughts. They know your heart. And so they know your soul. So if you come to them with any kind of bullshit or false, you have to be straight. You got to be straight up with them or they will know. And they'll be like, dismissed, fuck out of here with that shit. They know everything. They watch you. They see you. They know how you think, how you feel, what you're up to. Christian. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the name? So, but yes, they can use flies to watch you as well. When we lie, we only lie to ourselves. Yep. I told them everything I wanted and gave peppermint vodka as an offering. That's cute. If you're working with Billy L, he likes brandy. And Akate likes wine. I give her wine. I buy her the moon wine. I can't remember what it's called. Do I have some right here? I give her I think it's called the 7 moons. The 7 moon or the 12 moon. I don't know. It has like all the different moon cycles on there on the wine bottle. I give her that. And Lucifer, I like to give him like cinnamon whiskey and stuff. He likes it. So I give him that, like Fireball. I give him Fireball sometimes. I just give him all kinds of things. I give him chocolate a lot. I like to give Lucifer candy. They all get candy, but I give Lucifer like Twix bars and stuff like that because he likes them. And he always gets the red roses. I don't know who I'm working with. I'd love to know. Well, then ask them to tell you. Ask them to give you signs. Ask them who they are. You know, you need to know who you're working with. That's pretty important. I would say, or ask to work with someone. But yeah, you probably, I don't want to say I wouldn't be casting if I didn't know who I was working with. I only work with people that are gods that I'm asking to work with. Like, well, now it's different. I have it all down to a science, so to speak, now. When you're still learning who you are and stuff, it's okay to try out different things, but always put it down. Like I used to like to try to work with Cornelius. Okay, so then I would like put his sigil down, you know, and say, I'm going to work with Cornelius today or whatever. And I always worked with Akate. No, she was the only one that I consistently have worked with since the very beginning. She's the only one for me. The only one I've ever been with is Akate. I mean, like, you know, since my beginning of time. She's always been there for me, always was the first and final person, goddess, that I've worked with. You know, she's in me, she's me, she's part of me. But I've had other beings come and go through my past. Like they'll just come to check you out sometimes just to see what's going on. Like the Green Man, for example. He came and just checked me out one day and scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what was happening. And he like yelled at me and told me stuff. And I was just like, no. But now, you know, it's all good. But they'll come and just watch you and see what you're doing and check out your vibrations and see at what energy level you're at. And it's kind of all about that. It's kind of, she'll send people to raise your vibrations, to get you to a place where she needs you. And so, well, she did that to me all the time in the beginning. And I was just trying to figure it all out. And I didn't know anything at all. I mean, I dropped like straight out of nothing to bam, all of a sudden I had to learn everything overnight, you know. And so darkness. Corner darkness. Are you over there in the corner in the darkness? You can come out. Which dark corner are you in? There's a few of them around here. A Princess Disney fairy tale. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to get set up to do my prosperity spell. See what else I got going on. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Another question. Do you ever get scared of the demons? No. Tell them. Okay. If you have fear of them, get rid of it. Throw that away. That's nonsense. That's shit that people have put into you. You cannot go to them with fear. I did have fear. Akate ripped all that shit out of me. She's like, nonsense. You don't have to be afraid of anything. You're my child. You don't have to fear that. And so then then she just kind of grew me up. And then the first god that I worked with that I fell in love with was Biliel. And he searched my soul and everything like that. And I just fell in love with him. And then I'm going to have fun playing with my shredded money. And then after him, then came Lucifer. Usually Lucifer will come first, but for whatever reason, I think that I needed some protection. And so I don't know why, but Biliel came first and he marked me. And I didn't know what it was. And I was told, oh, you were marked by Biliel. You know, that's awesome. That's a high honor and all these things. But, and so I have a really close relationship with him. And I've always been with Lucifer too, you know, for, I don't know how long it's been now. I think maybe a year, a little over a year, maybe almost 2 years. I'm not sure. But his energy is different. But since I work so much with Biliel, he always kind of steps back a little bit. He's always there too, but he kind of stays back a little bit because I'm a human being. And so you have to be careful with the vibrations. And sometimes I overdo it because I love them all so much. But no, I absolutely have zero fear. No fear. I just love them, and I'm like a pest. Like I want to hang on them and hug them and love them and sit on their lap and put my head on their shoulder and you know, I'm just all over them like the most annoying person, I'm sure. But yeah, I just love them. Like I will kiss their whole face. And when they come to me, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. I love you so much. And I just want to touch them and like Biliel will just like touch his arm and he's just like, you fucking weirdo, you know, what are you doing? I'm like, I love you. You know, I'm just, yeah, I just love them so much. Mom. And so, no, I have no fear. Zero. Sometimes they'll come and yell at me. And then I kind of like, you know, I'll just be like, kind of like when you get in trouble by your dad and you're just like, oh, I made dad mad. You still love him and you're not scared. But you're like, oh shit, I pissed him off. Sorry, I love you. You know, it's that kind of thing. But no fear. They would never do anything to hurt me. Never. And I've been told that Biliel told me that I make mistakes, but he said that he overlooks them. I said, thanks. And so, well, he told me that when I rewrote the Lesser Vanishing Ritual. And I said, well, I don't want to call them to come and protect my space. I want to be able to call you guys. This is my family, not the angels are not my family. I'm not going to call them to come and protect my space. Why would I do that? I'm primal. So I rewrote it and changed it. And so instead of calling the angels, I call Hecate, Lucifer, Belial, Cerberus. And boy, does shit hit the fan. Let me tell you what. Talk about clearing an area. But anyways, so do bad spirits make me afraid? Because they feed on negative energy? No. I don't really have problems like that anymore. I used to get spirits would come and feed on my energy, and I can feel it now, so I know exactly. Like if they come near me, I can feel it, and then Hecate will just pop into me. She'll just like be right there, and I'll just look at them. She'll look at them through my eyes, and they take off. And so I don't really have to worry about those things anymore. Now I'll just be like, I could feel that. I could feel that energy, and I don't like it. And then she'll just pop right in, and she'll look at them, and because sometimes there's like a death spirit that will come around, and she'll be like, if you're like out shopping somewhere and someone's going to die, they'll have like a death spirit on them. And she doesn't like that spirit to look at me, even though I've worked with the god of death. And, he's primal. And so there's just it's a whole thing. And so I don't have to worry about such things anymore. Anyways, let me see. What did I miss? I'll do these real quick and then I'm getting off. Good night, Blue. I've got to get a few hours of sleep. Good night. It's been too long. It has. I've had to do that one when they clear out all the negative energy in my house. My old house hasn't been cleansed in the entire almost 100 years it's been built. Woo! You got your work cut out for you. Doesn't death answer to nobody? It's not that they answer to people, but his name is Euronymous, and he works with Hecate. He loves Hecate. And so she will go and help bring the lost souls over. She crosses them. And so anyone who's trying to go against her will or her children, he'll remove them. And so I have done a spell with some other people that are also primal. And we evoked him and had just like you do any other god, you get his candles, his drink, his bread, and you write I wrote a beautiful evocation and asked him to come and to remove my enemies, to remove Hecate's enemies that were trying to interfere with our group. And he did. And it was scary for a lot of people because he sent out groups of, because he sent out groups of, they're not people, beings, to check different people that were in the group. They would go in and check and see if they were plotting against Hecate's will or anything like that. And then they would leave, and this and that. And the reason I know that is because a couple of the people that they visited are mediums, and they freaked the fuck out, and they were like calling me going, I swear I'm not doing anything wrong, and blah blah blah. And I was like, well, don't worry about it. They just got to check, you know. But anyways, so I am out of here, you guys. I hope I answered everyone's questions. And I'm going to get set up and get my spells rocking. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.